Okay, so we're pretty much done with the lesson. This is the last segment. And this chart particularly, I've pretty much explained everything on this chart. We always have just, I'm sorry I played these things instead of showing you this. This is the keyboard. So when we have a pentatonic scale, we've got C, D, E, G, A. Okay, but a pentatonic fourth is 4, 5, 6, root 2. Okay, so it's F, G, A, C, D. That's where we get the F in the diatonic. And a pentatonic fifth is 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. Now we already have the 2, 3 in the C in the root pentatonic. Okay, so really we're only just adding the B. So we get the F and the B. We get the fourth and the seventh when we do the pentatonic off the fourth and the fifth, and that gives us the diatonic. So here's your fourth and your seventh there. See how they're kind of like not part of that squared off pentatonic build. So you got to be careful with pentatonics like that, because you're losing that fourth and seventh quality of the modals. But these are the entire modals right here. I know it looks like alphabet soup. But so these are the banners that cover the cages. These are the modal scale tone chords for it. So in the key of C, it would be a G-shaped C, an A minor shaped D minor, and just look at that A minor shape. If you're in this box right here and your fret nut is here, right, then your A minor shape is going to be right here, and that would be the 6, the second, and then the 2, which is a second inversion D minor. So it's a A minor shaped D minor in the key of C. Okay, that kind of thing. And it's going to, so these are familiar shapes, so we can play them. All right, so if you have a G-shaped C, which is a horrible thing to have to play, but it's way up here, it's going to be an A minor shaped D minor. But then the C minor, the E minor is going to be a C minor shaped E minor. So that's going to be 3, 5, 7. So it's going to be 7, 3, 5, 7. So it's going to be, that is a C minor shaped E minor. Okay, so we had ourselves an A minor shaped D minor, and a C minor shaped E minor, that kind of thing. A C-shaped F. A C-shaped F. Let's play it. A D-shaped G. An E minor shaped A minor. And I'm not going to try to do the half diminished, which is a G minor diminished fifth. Now watch this. Here's your G major shape. That's your G major shaped C. Your G major shaped C is this. Talk about a G minor shaped diminished fifth, we have to first of all start it a half step down, because it's on the seventh quality, right? So we're doing a G minor shape. So here we got G minor, G major. That's a half step apart, just like we had the two C's, the C minor shaped E minor and the C major shaped F were a half step apart, right? Now, so when they're a half step apart, we're going to start this a half step down. It's essentially going to be a G minor shaped B minor, but we're going to drop that fifth. We're going to diminish that fifth to make it to put it back in key. So instead of this, we diminish that fifth. So that's a little -5 there, and then back up to C. Okay. So we went around the little modal circle there, but now I've just listed them out. Now I want to show you just one more thing from yesterday's chart. Okay, so now I got this. I fixed the image program so we can do this. And the way it is we end up. This is single note targeting. Okay, so if you want to target the third, you're going to be looking at the third being shared by the D shape. So this is just two string shapes right next to each other, the D 2 3 4 and the C 3 4 5. Okay, so you got your DC shape right there, and they're sharing the 3 and the 4, and that's all this circle shows you, is the 3 or the 4 are shared by the DC shapes, string shapes, and you can just memorize them. DC is 3 4. It's never going to be anything different. So if you want to target a 3, you can use it as the outer note in the note pair, the half step note pair of the D shape, or you can use it as the inner note and half step note pair of the C shape. So you're up here on the chart here. You're just playing this C. You're playing this 3, which say happens to be an E shape, an E at the time, right? So we'll do it on the 4th string. Here's an E. You know that if you memorize that the E is going to be in the DC shape, so to the right's going to be the C shape, to the left's going to be the D shape. That's all. So it gives you that much right there. You can do anything from there. Alright, so you're in the D shape here. You can do things from the D shape, like go to the 4th of D, which is G. Or you can go to the 5th of D, which is D, blah, 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 which is A, but you got to warp it up. And you can do things from the C shape there. I want to hurry up because we're trying to get to. So what I was doing there is, if you're going to start that E shape, let's say you're on that, or that D shape rather, you're on 2 3 4, and you want to find out what cage am I in. I was going here. I got this much of the fretboard. What cage am I in here? Okay, if you're closer to the top, then go up to the top in fifths. If you're closer to the bottom, go down to the bottom in fourths. So here in the D shape, go up in fifths. Okay, if you can. So the 5th of D is A, the 5th of A is E. You're in E shape. You're in good shape. If you're down here on a D shape down here, let's say, or even the C shape, because remember we were talking about DC. So say you want to focus on the C shape there. You're on that 3 4 5. You want to know, what cage am I in? What cage am I in? Well, you could be in the C cage, or you could be in the D cage, but if you want to, you have to decide. So you decide that you're going to play the C shape. You're closer to the bottom, go down in fourths. C, the 4th of E is C is F, but it's a diminished fourth to fit into the cage word. So it's C to E, and then the 4th of E is A. You're in the A shape right there. So that, you're playing from that 3rd string there. Like here, you're in the A shape. It puts you there. Hey, it's been great teaching you a lesson today, and I'll see you next time.